Hey guys, so it's been a while, quite a while, but I've been really busy with a lot of different things. But I'm back today and I'm bringing you a video of how to memorize your lines quickly. This is pretty important that you know how to memorize the lines appropriately, you know some good techniques, because memorizing lines as an actor is very important, obviously. I used to have a really hard time memorizing lines, but then it started getting a bit easier for me. And I just wanted to share some of my tips with you guys, and hopefully these help you. I know everyone memorizes in completely different ways, so I'm sure there's things that you guys do that maybe I don't, and things that I do that you don't, and maybe they won't work for you, or yours won't work for me, because everybody's different. But I just wanted to share what's been working for me, what works for a lot of people. And I'm sure you've heard of a lot of these, but I'm gonna throw this out there, and I hope you guys like it and find this helpful. Comment down below what your favorite ways to memorize are, and share it with the rest of us, because we want to know. We do. First is to write out all of your lines 10 to 20 times. I know that sounds like, ugh, but this really will help ingrain it in your brain. I've tried it, and actually it was recommended to me by one of the best coaches in LA. So definitely should take into account what he's saying. Take an on-camera class. This is one of the ways I've learned how to memorize lines faster. I took an on-camera class, and every single week we would have to memorize 2 different scripts. And that is the thing, consistency. The more scripts you have to memorize, the easier it's going to get for you. It's practice makes perfect. Well, practice makes improvement. We'll go with that, right? The more that you're practicing memorizing scripts, the easier it's going to get for you. Like, my friend went out to LA and he wasn't very good at memorizing scripts, he said, but then he had a million auditions a week. And he said, I could memorize any script in 10 minutes now. So definitely make sure you take an on-camera class, or practice in front of your own camera. Make yourself practice at home. Get different scripts off the internet and practice in front of your camera, practice in front of your family and friends. And the cool thing about practicing on camera at home and memorizing scripts every week to keep yourself sharp is that you get to watch it back and say, ooh, I really liked this, or I didn't like this. This worked, this didn't. That's a really cool thing that helps with improving your skills. Make a song out of it. This is gonna sound weird, and I don't really know anyone else that does that. Sometimes I'll just make a song out of my lines. Sounds really dumb, and I would demonstrate for you, but girl, I ain't a singer. Take all of my lines and I make it into a song, or I put it to an instrumental version of one of my favorite songs, and weirdly enough, that kind of helps me. I actually did that for my driving test with all of the information I learned. I was sitting in the car waiting for the guy to come out and give me my test, and I was just like singing this song I made up about rules of driving. Yay! Associate things in your script with things in your life, things that you can relate to. Take certain things in the script and just relate it to things in your life. It'll help you remember it if you're sitting there thinking of something you actually went through that's very similar to the thing in the script, if that makes sense. Next is something called triggering. Triggering is basically when you have a partner and you practice the script with them. Say the lines are, hey Brandy, how's it going today? I'm doing good. I just got a milkshake. That's great. What flavor is it? So, I don't know. I just came up with that. Our line is, hey Brandy, how are you doing today? And they would say, how am I doing today? I'm doing great. I just got a milkshake. And then you'd say, you're doing great. You just got a milkshake? Cool, what flavor is it? Or whatever script I just made up. Basically, you're going to repeat their line as a question, and then you're going to say your line. and they're going to repeat your line as a question, your last line as a question, and then they're going to say their line. And that really helps you memorize pretty quickly, and just go over it over and over and over again and keep triggering and do this until you really have it down. And lastly is an app that my friend Matthew told me about called Line Learner. So this is an app that's $3.99, which is very reasonably priced, and you can go on it. Let me see if I can find it here. The description. Line Learner helps you learn your lines and get off book in record time. Line Learner helps you to learn lines as quickly and easily as you can learn a catchy song. See? Song. Line Learner enables you to record scenes from plays. It allows you to listen to the full recording while you learn your part. You can then select to leave gaps in the recording for you to speak your part aloud. A prompt button is there to remind you of your line if you forget it. You can choose to repeat individual scenes or the whole play. With Line Learner, you can record your script and share it with others who can record their lines and share them back, giving you the ability to rehearse together even when apart. Some quotes from some of the users are, "I attribute much of my success to using your app. Great app, really enjoying it. I really love your app and I find it very useful." And I know that also if you have a girl part or a boy part, you can record it with your voice and then leave the part blank for your lines, and you can make their lines sound deeper or higher if it's the opposite gender. I know a lot of people that love it. I love things like this, and I also think teleprompting is something to help you learn your lines faster, and there's just so many techniques. I highly recommend you guys try out all of these things, see if it helps you for your next time memorizing lines. You'll be a pro at it soon. I hope this helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!